Plus, you get the reaction of the dad right there. And, like, what if, like, Joel, after Sarah got killed, just fell in a coma?
How about, alright, rewrite Heavy Rain, but instead of getting hit by a car, the kid dies from whooping cough. How about that?
Oh, look, it's a plot thread that's forgotten in-game!
Alright, here's the thing. It's not forgotten, I mean, in a sense it is, but it's like, originally there was meant to be a psychic link element, like there was meant to be some spiritual stuff running through the story, but then for some, I can't remember the exact reason, but like, you know, it doesn't really have any bearing, so let's cut it. But they say when all like, yeah, let's cut it and just have this be you know, a perfectly mundane, no magic story. But then they forgot, actually, it does relate to several things. It's like his whole blackout thing, which casts a lot of suspicion on him. Removing that actually just makes that scene make no goddamn sense. Like, it makes a whole element of it make no sense. Also, it's Scott Shelby, it's best character or second best. I think it's like people either go for Nam and Jaden or this guy as their favorite in this game. I guess we'll find out, remember, for ourselves. Is Noonem still there, by the way?
I'm still fucking here.
Whenever you go quiet, I panic. Can we just go to the pizza place next door instead of the motel? Sounds more fun.
No, they didn't model anything else from this area for you to walk on.
I could go for a pizza, though.
You go for a pizza. Just order a pizza, right, Snake?
I'm in character. I'm role-playing as Shelby. I'm like, fine. I'm stuffed.
Ring any bells?
Wow.
Can't say it does.
That's David Gassman! That was fucking Lucas Kane right there! Oh, by the way, someone said, I can't remember their name. Yeah, you know, shout out if it was you, but I remember at the end of the Fahrenheit stream, there was a comment I missed saying that Tyler was voiced by David Gassman, so David Gassman voiced both Lucas Kane and Tyler Miles. I probably should have went and checked if that was true, but now I'm stating it on stream, so it's fact.
What? I hate it. I hate that trivia, Snake. Take it back. I hope it's not true.
You joked about it as like they didn't show Tyler because they didn't want to point out how he was played by a white guy, and there you go. It was played by a guy who was also playing a white guy, who in this game will play a black guy and another guy. Paco. Actually,
I think that first comment that was also brought up in the comments. There's nothing original here. It's just us screaming what other people are saying in the comments, back and forth to each other.
Lauren Winter?
Sorry, I only see clients by appointment.
I'm a client now.
Workers. Hi, I killed your son.
How's it going?
I don't do any weird shit.
Fine by me.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
The fact that she let us in is like really bad because I was just gonna have an appointment soon. Not that she knows.
I wouldn't really, you know, want to hang out with a sex worker who wouldn't kiss me, TBH. Like, I'm sorry to bring this fact, but it's like this downer of an information dump here. But Snake, if like I'm paying money for a sex worker, I want the true emotional connection of having some lips. Stop laughing.
I'm sorry, it just came out of nowhere. This is your angle on this bit. Apparently Scott's just like, he ain't gonna bring her to task for that. It's like, hey, I ain't gonna rate you 1 star on hooker.com, but you gotta tell me about your dead kid.
Killer asked me to investigate the murders. I came here just to ask you some questions about Johnny.
God, Shelby is such an asshole.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
I mean, like, yeah, in a few more ways. Let's try compassionate.
I understand, Lauren.
No, you don't! You're a fucking psychopath!
But he does, though.
Feels like to find
he does understand.
I'm sorry, I don't believe you have the slightest idea what I'm going through, Mr. Shelby.
Persist. Yeah, I think convince is the better one here, but fuck it.
There'll be other victims if we don't stop the killer.
It's just, I think the game doesn't work when you know the twist.
No,
in a certain way.
No, it does. No, I think that's the thing I said in that Remembering Heavy Rain video I made is that, like, you don't
My
really
son's
feel
dead, do
like
you hear me?
you don't
He's
replay
dead.
it, and it's like you get all these little hints, and you kind of go, "Oh shit!" Like it was staring me in the face this whole time.
I bought 10
There's like a
tickets.
lot of interesting things that you can do with how the game works, and actually even the story, but they don't do anything because David Cage wants to do by the books fucking random mystery story, fucking Saw kind of shit. But like, if they immediately from the start revealed that Shelby was the murderer and doing this stuff, I think it'd be much more interesting.
I've got to say, the parents of the other kids I killed were a lot more
Well, if you
cooperative
remember
than
anything,
you.
The smallest detail.
Whoops, did I say that out loud?
Don't worry, I will be killing you. I'll be leaving you at the bottom.
There's a lake with your name on it.
Shit, I can't see where I'm going because of the camera.
Why'd you pick such a terrible house to navigate? I hate living in this second-person existence. Look at his face. That's the face of an asthma attack.
Is he having these asthma attacks cause he was just hanging out with the daughter, fucking the mother of the person?
Mother of dead child
What?
number 5.
I mean, I guess like it could make sense that he's having this like asthma attack, which could also be a panic attack.
I mean,
right
it's
after
just like
interacting with the mother of the child he murdered.
It is a little bit of foreshadowing for a flashback scene, but they never pay it off. They never, like, there's no critical moment where that asthma really comes into play again. It's just like a little tiny thing that's just kind of where it needs to be.
She's clearly screaming. You go in.
But it'd be rude to interrupt. Maybe that's just what they're doing.
Can you just leave?
Yeah, I think you can just leave. Let's test this theory. Off we go.
God, I feel fucking disgusting now.
Man.
It's kind of shitty.
Oh yeah, it's not.
Oh my god. Should we? Do you?
Off we go.
Will we be like? Oh my god. You had like
Bye-bye.
no fucking hesitation. It's gross. If so, by the way, I feel like I should say if you see someone getting attacked or possibly raped, you should do something. Don't take our example here.
There's a duality going on here. Right now there's hooker facts being given out in the chat, and Noonem's like, hey, if you see a crime, maybe like call that shit in. Do your civic duty. Alright, now it's time to play as
Some fucking asshole, the Flyer runner, dumb name. Could this be because he's also fat? No. Well, yeah, but also that's a dumb comment. That's an incredibly dumb comment. I hope you feel bad.
This man has drug problems. The problem is not enough drugs.
It's Norman Jane.
Norman Jane.
I'm walking
The
here.
more I say that name, the more it's gonna get further and further away from that accent. I think this guy's my favorite character. I think we'll learn again. It's just like the first I like
Norman,
Shelby.
no normies allowed.
Gotta keep my act together. At least for now.
Oh yes, do some thinking.
Reporters. Already. Huh. You seem well informed.
Hey, tell me about the kid.
A body was found here.
What the hell was that camera angle?
Don't even come at me with that nonsense.
I noted that name somewhere. What was it?
The zone is sectioned off, sir. Please step back.
Agent
I'm a cop.
FBI?
Let me in.
Add yourself to Jaden.
Yeah,
He looks
of
ridiculous.
course.
God. You know, just replaying this.
Check.
Or like,
What is with his face? He looks like fucking. The first Twilight movie. He looks like.
Edward Cullen.
He looks like Edward Cullen. He looks very pale, and like glossy pale. Look at him. Something's
beautiful.
wrong with
He's
his
such
face.
A beautiful boy.
Norman Shannon is a beautiful boy.
It's a shame he's gonna have such a hard life. There's the kid in here. Let me get a look at him. No.
Actually, I dig that. I dig like the vagueness and subtlety. Like she says at the start
Video memo recording.
that no, I'm saying this with no context in the video, but she says in the first, no funny business, no weird shit. So the player themselves have to figure out if this is a roleplay situation or an actual like assault happening, and I think, well, I don't think a game should do that, but
in fact, that's not what the game is doing. You're just making up shit as you go along. That's kind of what this stream
shut the fuck up.
So the RE system, just like it's just Batman.
Harry,
And for some reason you have a magic glove. It just, why doesn't it always just scan? Why do you have to manual scan it?
Snake,
I
I want you to play this game without using it.
I don't
that
think
much.
you can. I
Like,
think there's some. I feel
use it a healthy amount, but still get Norman Jaden killed.
Yeah, because the thing is,
in fact, I want him to
there is
die.
actually, alright, I'm gonna give David Cage some credit here. There is a mildly interesting twist that, like, I didn't pick up on the first time I played, maybe, like, 2 times I played through this, which is, it's not the drugs that are damaging him, it's the RE system. It's overused, it's like, it's bullshit, and it's, like, weird, and it makes no sense that somehow this is genuinely, like, causing his brain to have problems. It's a weird twist that's not set up well, but I, like, in 4, I like it. In execution, it's just, like, it's getting into really weird realms here. Like, he should have a plug in the side of his head or something to really push it, but that might have been a bit too silly looking.
Oh my god. Actually, that's so fucking cool and, like, kinda, like, body horror sci-fi. The fact that Norman Jaden has, like, modified his fucking brain so he can plug something into it so it has, like, detective vision. I think that's amazing, but instead they have glasses which somehow affect his psyche, which doesn't make any sense.
Like, and they cause real, like, not just physical, but physiological fucking symptoms. Oh, sorry, not just mental, but, like, physical symptoms, like, you know, like, genuine issues that look like drug withdrawal.
Oh my god. How
drug.
how cool would it be if they were just his eyes? Like, he got them, like, that would actually even make sense. He replaces his eyes, and his eyes do this, and he has to take the drugs to affect against it, but he can't really do anything else, because there is actual fucking eyes.
Biomechanical version of, like, and like an autoimmune drug to stop his, like, fucking body, like, fighting these things.
And like, that's actually, like, fucking up. That would make sense. Are
you coming, Jaden?
Whatever. Fuck these up.
He's like
no,
some weird first-generation cyborg with a ton of fucking issues in his system that he has to take these drugs to mitigate.
Right now. Based on what we've seen, looks like the work
Well, I want that, and I also want there to be that psychic connection between fucking Shelby and then I want it to still be in the game.
You want them to kitchen sink science run amok and, like, spiritual links and throw them together and just basically start setting up Shadowrun.
Yes.
Has the body been identified? No, not yet. We should know more later today.
I just want him to do weird shit. I just want weird I want the more weird shit David Cage does, the better.
Zari was drowned, like the others.
As it is, too much. It doesn't do enough. It's too much, too little. It's too much of too little.
Within a mile of here. You got it? Yes, Lieutenant.
Listen, you look busy. Do you mind if I have a look
Hey,
around?
Saba, I'm not gonna play any video games. Ever.
You come and see me if you find anything.
I mean,
okay?
you asked to play Fahrenheit last time and that failed. Has that just destroyed any chance of ever playing a video game?
No, because I never got to play Fahrenheit, and now I will never even play Fahrenheit. It just made me very sad. And there's, like, no way for me to play fucking Heavy Rain, because you're playing it on your console.
Hey, you have a PS3, you could buy a copy of Heavy Rain.
I have a copy of Heavy Rain somewhere.
Oh my goodness, you own Heavy Rain. Have you ever played it?
I've played Heavy Rain, Snake!
Oh
I've played Heavy Rain!
How did you beat it?
Harry, comment. The victim is lying on his back.
What?
Did you beat it?
No visible signs
Like,
of
I'm
violence.
genuinely
Yeah,
curious. I don't remember we ever talked about this.
I'm pretty sure in the original commentary I mentioned that
That was the option to get up.
I
How
like
silly of me.
actually played it.
Okay,
like,
alright.
even-
I forgot. That was years ago. We deleted that commentary, so everything we ever said is just wiped from my brain. It's gone.
An orchid was placed on the victim's chest.
I remember exactly one moment from that fucking commentary, and it was you complaining.
Oh my god!
that-
Don't say sorry.
and it was
A
you
small origami
complaining
figure in the right hand.
that your fucking Haruhi
Fingers were
Suzumiya book
probably
has
closed
been
after
damaged, and I
the
bring that
theft.
up because you keep suggesting that my desktop wallpaper
The victim
is
is
from
Jeremy
Haruhi.
Bowles, declared missing 5
It
days
is.
ago.
It is clearly Kyon from Haruhi Suzumiya, and I've got like the proof is that another person made the same exact comment. I don't give a fuck where you got it and who said it was fucking Adachi from Persona, whatever. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. No one plays Persona. Everyone watches Haruhi Suzumiya.
Yeah, everyone remembers that classic.
And it's clearly
funny-
Kyon, and you're just like living and basking yourself in ignorance because you have this anime, this honest. Let's be honest, a very boring kind of average fucking silhouette stencil of an anime character, and you're like arguing against me that no, this is this character. It could be any fucking character.
Damn. There you
Since
go.
you've created an emotional bond with Adachi, your
I think Noonem just
husbando.
confessed to anime aphasia.
What is anime aphasia?
You just don't recognize different ones. That's my get out. I think there's somewhere I can climb a hill around here and just fuck up this suit. Where is that? Where can I fuck up this suit? Make his day worse.
You know what? Let's talk about Half-Life, Snake.
Let's talk about Half-Life.
Let's talk about Half-Life and how I think the adaptation of a TV show or a movie for Half-Life should work.
That's alright, this is a weird term, but
Traces of
alright.
blood detected on the
Because this is very boring.
Yeah, no, god. Just,
I think
I'm playing this
legitimately-
again, it's like, how slow is this?
I legitimately wholeheartedly believe that if you make a Half-Life movie, you should cut out Gordon Freeman.
Ooh. Yeah, just adapt,
Like,
hunt down
yeah,
the
it's
Freeman.
like adapt like the game story, the actual game story, but do it with all the other characters. You have like fucking Kleiner there, you have Vance, you have fucking Barney Calhoun. You can even add Eli Vance's wife into the mix. Cause why the fuck not? She's not doing anything, and you can kill her off, and that's always great in a movie. And I think you can make that story, cause like if you're going to add Gordon Freeman into it, you're going to fuck with every player of Half-Life's perception of who Gordon is, cause Gordon Freeman has no character. And if you're so fucking egotistical of a filmmaker and thinking you can pull off making Gordon Freeman, I just don't believe that. And so I think the best option to like truly adapt the story in a way that makes sense is to not have Gordon Freeman in it. Because I saw someone mention Persona 4's animation, like the anime series. And the main character of that fucking show
I
is kind of...
I remember loving you and his weird bullshit tendencies. I wish they went harder on it, to be honest. I wish they made him just the biggest fucking
I mean,
weirdo. 'cause
but
he had,
that's like one of the things though.
He had a
'cause, like,
handful of lines
the
where
main...
he was like just this weird kid, but you could understand like actually he's kind of fun to watch though. But like the rest of it was just mostly crap.
Yeah, in that he has kind of character, but like when adapting Gordon, it's gonna become even more harder because literally he has nothing. He only has how you play him, and in Half-Life 2 he has like he's fucking Gary Stu.
Do you remember that
But,
fucking? Do you remember that like gay Ben from a while ago? Like was it gay Ben who said like video game protagonists are autistic or something? That was a weird fucking news piece. I'm gonna throw myself down this hill.
Yeah, half fans will start a revolution, but guess what? Most fans are fucking dumb. And don't know what they actually want.
I mean, I think there's like a handful of good fan films out there, but most of them don't follow Gordon Freeman. They add on like to like Half-Life's world. And, like, they do it in the few ways they can, because like the greater scope of Half-Life isn't actually that big. Like, you can add on to it, but it's like there's a limited event space in that's one
of the reasons why I don't think like broadening the scope and having like some like a side story is, I don't know. I don't think it would be that interesting, because
I'm leaving too.
making the story about a group of people surviving Black Mesa, one dude in a HEV suit, makes for a better story. It just does. Gordon Freeman has no character, and you'd have to add characters to him to make an interesting movie. And it's just like you're going against every person's interpretation of who Gordon Freeman is, and it's just not going to work.
You're gonna get complaints either way is the thing, but like people are gonna complain like, why wasn't Gordon in it? But if you include Gordon in it, you're gonna have some people complain anyway. There's just like not really much winning.
I feel like if you had Gordon Freeman in it, it's just no matter what, like it's just gonna be a shit movie. Gordon Freeman doesn't work as a
irony of the statement
movie
aside,
character.
Irony of the statement aside, I am torn on the comment that HDTF is better than this game. Like, this is a better made product. Game part.
Hunt Down the Freeman is not better than Heavy Rain. Whoever said that is a fucking moron.
It's like, I don't need to cheat to, like, aside from drinking alcohol, I don't need to cheat to enjoy this. Which I haven't done yet. I asked Noonem beforehand, I think I brought this up already, not to drink, and you were none too pleased with me.
In fact, I told you to fuck off. I haven't been drinking because I'm a nice guy, but mostly, Snake, fuck you.
Yeah. No, that's totally
For even
fine.
telling me to do things. Not drink on a Friday. I could be out. I have real life friends.
Hello. Aikichi Onizuka. We are very far away from those scenes.
Give me the first idea that pops into your head.
This is David Cage's interpretation of psychology. It's an insect.
An insect.
Saba, I disagree, but I'm not gonna get into it because it's gonna drag down.
A rat's head.
No, it's not a rat's head. It was a fox's head.
I'm getting all of these wrong. I agree with you on the fox part.
It's a crab. It's death.
Oh, that's
it's
ominous.
Death.
It's a shadow.
A shadow. A threatening shadow.
Terror, terror, terror. Man, you've got a dope-ass display there, psychologist. I can't help but think it's a little too much.
I like David Cage, because, like, he hears concepts, and then he, like, I have no idea how this works, so I'm gonna come up with my own way of how this works. And this is, like, going to a therapist, they hook up a fucking computer in your fucking ass.
However, I am worried
What is
about
this
your
fucking
psychological
office?
condition.
What do you mean no physical damage?
Not
Coma
but
for
you've got to
6
start over
months.
from-
Half the
Honestly,
year,
you're
guys.
a fucking medical marvel there.
It's my fault Jason is dead.
Yeah, it's all my
He'd
fault.
still be alive if I'd been looking out for him.
It was an accident. Accidents happen every day. You
Oh.
can't blame yourself for
Someone is
everything.
pleading you to stream Detroit, but I don't know if we're gonna be streaming Detroit. It's probably just gonna be coming up in post-com.
Maybe. Like, we'll see how we feel. Like, this is a lot of David Cage back to back.
I think.
Yeah, and I don't think I can take another David Cage stream,
But that'd be-
especially if it's
that'd
new
be-
David Cage.
That'd be fresh
Making his
David
mother and
Cage,
him
though.
happy.
And what about
Fresh
you?
David Cage is
Ego.
worse David Cage.
Like, I mean, here's the thing. I kind of want to...
I feel
There's
sort of
trade-offs to it, because we've done all the David Cage
As if
games,
none of
like,
this
in
was
post. Before, where I've recorded it and come back.
Sometimes I tell myself
This is
whole
like
thing
us
is
going
Oh,
through
Snake, I'm gonna be legit with you. I wanted to do a post.
Alright, no, I'm not gonna force it
What are
into
you-
it then, it's like, just fine, yeah. Can't, like... That's just kind of the way of it. It will be up on
I sometimes
CommentaryComms, and
have
I'll try and
these
have it done, like, as soon
blackouts.
as... And it'll also be better because it means I can like
Times
play through the
when
game first and work some things
I don't know
out.
what I'm doing.
And then maybe one day, like,
I recover
years from
consciousness
now, we'll
sometime
live stream
later,
through it and just do a recollections tour.
but I'm someplace else.
I mean, Snake, this is all just a giant advertisement for the eventual commentary for Detroit
Related to the accident?
Suffered a massive
humans.
Just a really good comment. Joel's all car plus dad crime slams happen every day. Apparently so, according to this. There are millions of dads throwing themselves in front of cars that you never hear about.
We'll continue this conversation next week.
I love this guy. He
I
seems
love his
like
giant
asshole.
ego plaque. How
It's very rare to
that's
survive
so
such
over
a
the top.
traumatic accident.
He probably mentioned how long
don't
we were actually
exactly
in the
feel
coma,
like
and it
that.
probably wasn't 6 months. It might have been. Either way, he was in a coma for a wee while.
I think he was in a coma for 2 years and he last week.
I think he's still in a coma and hasn't woken up yet. It's all his head.
This is actually the dad died. This is all just Jason's like fever dream as he's in a coma. He's like, and then he like after the end of the game he wakes up. He's like, it was so wild, Mom. You were there. Sean was there. Dad was there. Where's Dad? Well, Jason, your dad died, and that's how the game should end.
I haven't been on a seesaw in a long time. What do you think?
Yeah.
You know, it's just amazing to me. It's like, you know, the son got hit by a car, but they don't go with cars is like the big problem. He never has a problem or fear of cars, it's crowds. Like, all of his stuff is like not related to the thing that actually took his kid out.
You know, Snake,
Come on, Dad,
do you
say
think
goodbye.
if the death scene had actually been a little bit gruesome, a little bit more impactful, you know, rather than just the awkward mess that it was, the stunted, like, animations, if they'd actually, like, hardcore gone through with it, do you think it would have been, like, added a bit more to it?
Maybe.
Because, like, it feels like, the reaction of it.
Thing is, like, it's not the amount of gruesomeness, it's that they undersold this kid's dead. It's like they didn't make it look like you look at that and it should have gone, oh yeah, that kid, he got a knock, but like, he should survive that. His dad was in the way, the car slowed down. Like, he should have flown over the bonnet. Like, he should have gone a few feet.
Yeah. What should have happened is, okay, so Ethan grabs him, and then the car just like rams through them, and they both go twirling through the fucking air, and
the
like
dad,
there's
like,
blood
lands on top
everywhere,
of the kid.
and like and Jason's like brain pieces are fucking everywhere.
Maybe that's a
what
bit
it
too
should
much.
have been.
That's why Sony was like, okay, dial it back. Like, I think they don't have to do brains, they just had to do, like, physicality, like, show them flying and, like, especially if Ethan had, like, landed on top of his son, like, clearly, and then he would have, like, not, like, any more reason to feel guilty, but you could have maybe understood his guilt, like, I did that wrong.
I feel like they don't even have to, like, show blood, they should have shown the car actually hit them, you know? Because, like, it feels like the car kind of just stops immediately, and it, like, at most looks like they got a little bump. You know? A concussion, maybe.
God, this is, like, I've said it several times, but wow, this takes time to get going.
They should have shown him die, not allude to his death.
It just kind of, yeah, glosses a little bit. Like, it's kind of funny and indicative as well. It's like David Cage comes forward, I want to do a game where a kid dies, and then has to do every demand where it's like, okay, we've got to make this the softest death possible. We've got to make this the softest landing possible. We've got to make sure that our audience feels confused when they get the news, like, wait, he's dead? What a fucking wimp.
He died?
Oh, damn.
He died?
Oh, that's a damn shame.
And his dad was in a coma for 6 months and cared?
Well, him being in a coma
I'm
for
still
6 months
not over
doesn't,
it,
like,
Snake!
it doesn't even really add anything to it. It's just like, aside from going, yeah, you were in a coma for 6 months, like, I guess it's aside from, like, the brain damage and him getting checked out, but he could have been going to see a psychiatrist anyway for getting over the death of his kid.
Yeah, it's just like another thing that David Cage does in this game that it seems like he doesn't know how it actually works.
Come on, Dad. Higher.
You know, David Cage is just like, he only knows like a couple of things, and that is movies and Theory of a Dead Man.
Well, we're having all this fun on the swing, kid, but how about we go play chicken with cars? I gotta teach you how to dodge them better than your dead brother did.
Snake, do you feel like a gamer?
Oh yeah. I'm gaming really hard right now. Does this go on until I stop it? Oh no, never mind. The game gets bored.
That was cool.
I'm in disagreement.
Can't wait to throw up.
Leave.
Looks like rain's coming.
Heavy
I
rain.
think we better go.
Okay.
Don't run off without me. That's how the last one went. What? You know?
Can
really
we take...
know, do you know
Snake,
what
can
this
we
fucking
take...
needs?
You know, sometimes I
Snake, can we take like a 5-minute break out? Kidnapped.
sometimes I wish
Oh yeah,
everything could
certainly.
just
By the
go
way,
the it
spoilers,
was
he gets
before.
kidnapped.
Me too, Sean. Me too.
Only a little bit.
It's a little bit of a spoiler.
He gets kidnapped a little bit, you know?
Ooh, whoa, the camera's really... What the fuck is this camera? Help me.
Really, the only people who are really killing Sean are we,
Hey,
Snake.
Dad, can I have a ride on the carousel? Can I?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's
Go
not
pick
like
a
I have a
horse,
choice
get
in
on.
this.
I'll get a ticket.
You have to. You have to get him a ticket.
Go pick a horse, they all look the same.
I don't know how this park has one of these. Doesn't seem like a very big,
Come on,
busy
please.
park.
That's $1.
Are these kind of little children's parks with carousels in America? Is this just a thing?
Also,
like,
Snake yeah, there are carousels in parks.
really? That's not...
I'm sorry, Snake, yeah.
Wow, and you're speaking from Estonian experience. I guess England's just out of the loop. Or I just had the wrong parks as a kid.
What I've been called out as the origami killer. You know, I'm not that great at origami. I haven't ever like really delved into it. It looks complicated, so I'll just stick to my editing and fucking music, I guess.
Whoa. I remember when I was in university and like...
Like, not every park has a
I
carousel.
wasn't saying everyone,
But there are
but I was like, that
definitely
seemed like a really
carousels,
small
okay?
and shitty park to have one. It's Carnaby Road,
Yeah, that park
that's
probably
bullshit.
wouldn't have a carousel. But it depends, really. You know, sometimes carousels aren't in any, like, amazing place. It's just, like, sometimes the carousel is the only, like, cool thing in a place. Oh, are we taking a break?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. I will just sit here for 5 minutes and just...
You're
look
just
at
gonna
that.
sit here
I'm gonna
and
keep.
answer
I'm gonna keep
comments?
streaming. I'm gonna keep streaming.
Oh yeah, don't stop.
Yeah,
Don't stop.
You can go do
In
it.
fact,
If your 5-minute break was
I don't
just
know,
sitting there
Snake.
not doing anything.
I don't know, Snake. I'm enjoying screen TBH. It's kind of a nice mini screen. Are you gonna leave it on the mini screen, or are you gonna put it on BRB? You should show. Oh, did I ever send you my like?
You didn't. You didn't send
I
me,
never
like-
finished it, didn't I? I didn't
No.
finish it in time of the stream.
Noonem was working on a new fucking be right back screen. I was hoping that we'd have nice, like, new nice stuff per game, but seemingly not.
No. It was actually the end stream screen. Because if we're ending it, you know, just put it on that screen, and we're just gonna like shoot the shit for like 2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
And,
Anyway,
end it.
someone was pointing out curiosity on the difficulty select as like there's several options. I play video games quite regularly. I am familiar with the wireless controller. These two statements might match. I don't see how, but they just, I guess in David Cage's mind, then there's, I play video games occasionally. I'm not very familiar with the wireless controller. And then there's, I play video games very often. I am perfectly familiar with the wireless controller. And I am worried the wireless controller is going to fuck me in some place. I don't actually know how much this difficulty changes, but I put it with, I am familiar, but not... Like, would it be fair to say I'm perfectly familiar? I've never taken mine apart and put it back together. You know? It's like...
I don't get it. Like, why is it a wireless controller?
The QTEs are harder, that's all. Well, okay then. I mean, I guess that's it. I thought, like, some QTEs that were, like, waggles would turn into, like, button prompts instead. But,
So game urinalist and player and the snaker must die.
Damn, that's
what do you think of that comment, Snake?
I just read it. I was like, I wasn't sure what to make of it. It's like, I got what? What's the deal here?
I still haven't even gone,
Snake.
I'm just enjoying your company. I haven't even break stuff. We're having a great time, Snake.
Yeah, I feel like it's funny. I'm having more fun when I'm not playing the game. Playing the game is like dragging this stream down. If you don't know how to use a wireless controller, you might as well hang it up. Is Tyler just going to follow us through all three of these commentaries?
Well, you can hang up
Legacy.
You can hang up a wireless controller because it doesn't have a wire, guys. Come on. Come on. Think. It's in the name.
It to a wall. Just get another guys up.
I'm just like putting off going because I'm like curious on how long I can pull this off.
That just posted
because like you could be playing right now. You could be.
Are you fucking bamboozling me right now? Is this a trick?
No, I am bamboozling, but I really am gonna go.
Wow, you delayed. Oh my goodness. Everyone in chat, you know who to be mad at.
I'm going.
Both of us. Also, there's a good comment that on Nightmare mode, Jason dodges 5 cars. No, the other kid gets hit by like 20. It's just a multi-car pile-up. Everyone dies on hard mode. You guys have been playing a lot of David Cage stuff recently. Are video games art yet? No. I'm pretty sure there's someone out there who can argue with me, but... See, it's an average. Video games were art for a while, and then, like, a new David Cage game comes out, and it just drags down the whole average. Like, video games are art isn't, like, one day they will be art. It's like, one day they'll be art, and the next they won't be. And, like, it will go up and down. Like, you know, Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy comes out, and, like, yeah, games are art again. But then the next day, a bunch of trash gets put on the Steam store page, a bunch of asset flips and such. It's like, they're not art again. And then when a David Cage game comes out, it just flips the switch. There's no, like, nuance to it. It's just art, yes, no. And that's it. That's how it works. Yeah, I know. But we're not arguing with nuance. Like, you know, video games are art if you believe in this definition of art. But, in my bullshitting right now, it's just a gradient.
Are you bullshitting, Snake?
I'm bullshitting right now. The question is, are video games art? And my answer is, it changes day to day, is the answer I'm going with right now. It's like, video games might be art at the moment, but the moment Detroit comes out, they won't be again, until, like, a new game comes out that makes them art again. So,
you know what? I think all video games are art, and nothing else is.
What are your thoughts on Yakuza 6 Gmod of Life? I'm not following the Gmod of Life joke there, but Simon of Act's got more physics, but I'm liking Yakuza 6 so far. I'm on chapter 11. So, I've already had, like, I think I already had the ending spoiled to me. Like, in my own citizens.
Snake. I'm here. I'm back.
You're back, okay.
I'm back, Snake.
The only video game that is art is HDTF. Well, there we go. Video games are art. Oh, thank you.
Snake, I found a burger. I found a burger.
You found
a burger. It was like just on a table and I took it.
I hope that was in your house. I hope you didn't just walk to the neighbors.
What? The next neighbor is like a fucking half a kilometer away. I'm not gonna like take their burger.
I should probably go check on my kid now.
Damn, who's fast?
He's a fast boy. God, he's got stamina.
He's
as
learned
well.
a lot from losing his.
I gotta learn to run faster than a car.
Pretty embarrassing if Sean was.
He wouldn't
at
still be
home.
riding the carousel. They're not that fun. Let's go.
I mean, where else would you go?
That's a good point. Dad's gone. Now I can ride the carousel all I want. Maybe I'd go to the mall. Maybe Sean sneaks home and takes his dad's credit cards. Ah, boy.
Bless you, Snake. That was a rapid sneeze.
Oh yeah, that one hit me like a truck. Oh boy, I hope I don't get blamed for this. You lose one kid, that's something. You lose two. Oh, hard to explain that one. Agnes is gonna have my guts for garters. That's his new wife's name, because I forgot what I named.
I like that he was holding the origami.
That's my own.
He's like, I'm not gonna drop this. He's like, he noticed it in his arm. He's like, I'm gonna reveal this at the most opportune moment.
Alright, I gotta adopt a kid that looks a bit like that one. Maybe Grace won't realize. Oh shit, a new bonus!
It's Norman Jaden.
Norman Jaden with his little scar. Actually, I got a thing about that scar. It's not very interesting, but so do you remember there was one bit of DLC for this game called The Taxidermist, which was like a little side story following journalist girl who we haven't seen yet?
Yeah.
So there was originally going to be little stories for everyone. And the story about Norman Jaden was going to explain how he got that shitty little nick. But instead they were asked to make moves, so all of the story DLC got cancelled, so they could add move functionality to the game.
Do you think it's gonna take long?
What was fucking Ethan's gonna be?
I don't know. Him designing several houses. Playing with his children in the back garden.
I like to imagine it would have been him coming out of his coma. That would have been cool.
Yeah, I guess actually, just like a little rehabilitation period. Because that would have actually been, that would have been some actual fucking drama right there. Yeah, let's just overuse this kill me device. God, I hope I die tomorrow.
You know what? I want Norman Jaden to just be in Detroit. As a character.
Oh no, imagine like, you just meet like an early model and they based it off Norman Jaden. So it's Norman Jaden's dead, but there's robots based off of him. Like, he was the original. Yeah,
I hate this.
Look at that score counter. God, Beat Saber is so much better than this. He should be playing Beat Saber right now. Just fucking dancing in the office. Like, they install a game into his VR device and it's the most nothing game ever. This is what prisoners do.
I mean, he is a prisoner of the goggles.
I didn't think they could make a protagonist that's less cool than Lucas. That's gonna happen continually. You haven't met fucking Jody yet.
I'm off, Charlie, and I'll look at the reports
God,
later.
Jody.
I'll cancel all appointments for this afternoon.
Okay.
Jody is like
Captain,
actually
Agent
nothing.
Norman Jaden from the FBI is here.
Like even Dreary Dad has something on her. I'm not sure what it is, but it's something.
Expecting you. I'm in a bit of a hurry. Do you mind tagging along? We can talk as we walk.
Yeah,
Didn't
of course.
even install DDR.
I wanted to introduce myself before getting started, but perhaps there's a better time.
Don't follow him, just stay there.
Yeah, good point. Can I go back to my wall?
We have them every day now. Believe me, it's not always easy. Hey, Jaden, are you coming or what?
Sorry, I have trouble with eye contact. And I've noticed a little error in your office,
I haven't
sir.
got all day. See my assistant. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Go see his assistant. Is
Honestly,
that his
the way
assistant?
Jaden stands is actually kind of perfect to play him as this social reject who just can't handle human communication.
Go find his assistant.
Watch.
Nice watch.
Oh, it's the present we offer to our new lieutenant.
Collection for Larry's
Ooh.
promotion present.
For the past
I
20
love
years
subtitles
for
for
each
words.
It optimizes everybody's time, and it's the kind of thing that always goes down well. You can contribute to our fund if you like. We're still a few dollars short.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
Be a nice guy.
Congratulate Larry on my behalf.
I'll be sure to.
Holy shit, I'm Fiverr!
Yeah, wow, you're a good guy, Norman.
Captain Perry said you could show me.
Imagine like going to like Larry. This is all from Jaden, and the guy's like, who the fuck is Jaden?
Jaden, big fiver, big bucks FBI agent over here. I don't know. I think this is a good moment. I think this is a really good moment, though. It's just this is your room.
I want you.
Fuck you.
I want you to do more things like this. You know, when you like just don't go with the flow, fight against the flow.
How is not giving a fiver not going with the flow? It's like, I don't care about Jaden's financial situation. You can read every positive action I take as a negative if you look at it through the right lens.
Okay.
Well, that's everything, Snake, so I don't think life is worth living like that.
Good point. That is a good point, yeah. We shouldn't be going with this pessimism.
Damn, what a fucking asshole!
No, but it's cool because you see his RE glasses. It means that they can give him the shittiest office in the world. That way he won't even notice the mold on his ceilings and be wearing his shitty glasses. I'm breathing in spores, but I don't even see it.
He's doing pretty well so far.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like this was entirely necessary.
Yeah, he didn't.
But I get his point. I also want desks to be against something, not in the middle of a room.
Oh, also, Noonem, your voice is clipping again.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Alright, let's do some stuff while Noonem fixes that. I should have sat down. I hit the wrong thing. You gotta reach into the pocket and get the goods.
Hi, Snake.
Hello.
How do I sound?
You sound fine.
Just fine.
Did you know the person Sexbot is modeled after is married to Guy Ritchie? I did not know that.
Whose model?
Sexbot.
Sexbot. Who's
the
Sexbot?
journalist.
Oh.
God, this is gonna fuck with me. These are move controls. Or 6-axis in this case. So you get to pick his office.
Ooh. Nah, I don't like this.
Nah, I ain't feeling
I want it to look like an actual office. It'll feel like it makes Jordan
I didn't want
more...
to do that. I think I hit the wrong thing. Never mind. Let's do this.
You did. You did with the wrong thing.
Is it just left and right and I was overthinking it? Yeah, my bad. I thought it was move controllers based on those symbols. How silly of me. What's this one about?
Looks like just a beach.
Well, that would give me a fucking...
Oh, it's
panic
underwater.
attack. Yeah, I love to feel like I'm drowning. This is me.
Nah, I don't like this one.
You don't like it? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I don't like drowning.
Well, wrong button. Alright, no, we can't do our job yet. I'm not satisfied with my office. I don't know, I feel like this is the most in-character, like, office space for Norman Jaden, you know?
You know what it looks like? You know when you download, like, fucking shitty, screensavers, and there's, like, a fish tank one? It looks like this, but instead of fish, it's Norman Jaden.
I've realized what my headcanon for this scene is now, Noob. Do you know what it is? The Ari glasses are fine, he's just downloaded so much stuff onto it, it's filled with malware that's rotting his brain. These aren't meant to kill you, he just fucked up by downloading the fish tank.
His boss is like, you know what, this is just for, like, evidence, you don't really need to download all this stuff. You know what, I love when underwater, Norman, please.
originally these glasses just have like a system input screen. It's just white text on black background. It's very utilitarian and dry. And like, but then like someone comes in and like, Norman, they're not meant to do this. Norman, this is using so much processing power. Your glasses are on fire. They're burning my face as I wear them.
They're gonna suck out your eyes, Norman Jaden.
What about this? Is this your vibe?
Yeah, this is my vibe.
Alright.
I love space. It's so bad, Nick.
These toolbars make browsing crimes so much easier.
My question is, how does the noise work? Able to hear it if it's not connected to his ears.
The audio chip is in his brain.
What's that dog thing?
I think that's an origami.
Show me it.
Let's analyze the origami.
Oh wow! This is the exact origami that's
prints or specific
on
clues.
WikiHow.
Nothing much to go on.
Not an expert.
Just one origami store in town.
Origami store? Excuse me?
Sounds like a jumped
Can we go to the origami store?
Stationery store.
Can anyone in the comments say origami store?
They probably exist. There's
Common
I'm
species.
just gonna say this is someone who
That
lives in
doesn't help
London. You
much.
get stores for all odds and ends, like little knickknacks.
Yeah.
and shit.
I mean, probably an origami
The
store
origami is a
exists
common
somewhere
species.
because there are
Can be found at any
fucking
place.
capitalism, but mostly, I'm thinking, is this
Immediately
another
jump
thing
to
that
peak
David Cage thinks?
capitalism. I'm sorry.
Does David Cage think that origami is not made by people, you know, just fiddling with paper, but people buy them in the store?
That's the
It's
best.
like that's because I think that's beautiful.
You see, I
David
wasn't
Cage-
thinking of it in terms of like, I thought it was like specialized like paper and books on it, not just buy pre-made origami. That's the dumbest fucking.
Well, yeah, that is the dumbest thing. But what would an origami store be? Like paper store? No, that's an office supply store.
Also, all this
You
discussion.
can buy any kinds of paper. Why would an origami store have like specific fucking papers for origamis? That makes no sense.
That seems like the worst fucking filing system you could make for this. What the fuck is that?
I'm gonna download the shittiest fucking filing system for this. There's just a drop down drag thing, Norman Jada. No, I want actual files.
Files, give me the files again. I threw them to the side, but they're back in here. How magical.
I like to imagine that originally the Ari glove thing doesn't even come with gloves. Norman Jada just fucking, it's like an accessory for him.
I'm
Like,
by the
no
way,
one
I'm,
at
like
the end-
moving my controller upwards to open it as per the instruction, but it's kind of terrifying. It's very hard to do. There we go. It worked.
8 victims in the last 3 years.
I also like to imagine that no one at the FBI is like
Age between
into
9
the Ari system. It's just like Norman Jaden because he's a fucking nerd.
No signs of violence.
Also, Emily's just
The
owning
victims
you
disappear
online
from
right
public
now,
places in
explaining
broad
or
daylight.
specialized origami.
No!
Notices anything.
I'm so glad that there's someone out there who is correcting me on me shitting on origami nerd.
And Raymond.
If you make origami, you're a fucking dumb nerd and you
How
can
did
care
he-
about it.
How did the
I will-
origami community respond to this game?
I think less of you. Origami is for dweebs.
An origami in the hand.
Alright, I just throw
Attack
you under
me.
the bus,
Hack
but
me on Twitter.
Offline,
Those
Noonem
were
has
dead
said
for
that
less
he
than
loves
6 hours when
origami
they
so
were found.
much, he's just doing this to be
Means they remained
controversial.
alive for several days
He's actually a
before
big
being drowned.
origami guy.
Over 3,500 people questioned.
I mean, if you're gonna be, like, say something like that, I think it's like, you should be something about honest. Because honestly, my real opinion on origami is I don't give a fuck. I guess I love paper. I do write on it.
Oh man, paper, I love it.
The
So
killer was white,
efficient.
age between 30 and 45.
I've made a paper plane. Is that origami? You tell me.
Determined.
You know, I'm just gonna say he got the
He has
intelligent
a
part
car.
wrong there.
He's probably employed with
So
his work allowance
what
and
is
time.
what about it? What about origamis and like drowning has anything to do with it? Like, why?
Yeah, honestly,
Why
it seems like a
origami?
bad mix. Like, if you ever like got papers wet, it's not a good look.
What? Like, okay, so like, David Cage wrote a serial killer, and like, obviously, like TV show, media, movie,
Here we go
book,
again.
The killer is
serial
black.
killers
Age
need to have a
between 25
quirk. But why origamis? It doesn't seem like Shelby is like.
and determined.
What did I just drop?
You know,
Organized type.
there's a good point in the
car?
comments as well, which is, you know,
He's probably
paper
employed,
planes are
but his work
cool.
allows him
Like,
free
paper
time.
planes is like the first origami we learn and really all we need. I've looked through this twice, because I keep looking back at chat and like, oh yeah, I did this. There we
The
go.
origami killer.
Origami.
Oh my god, it's the origami killer.
The origami. Look at
Yeah,
all
that
these
killer is
pictures
a
of the
large
employees'
comfort
kids.
zone.
All of them are dead in this game's
Confidence rapidly
universe.
moved away from his base.
I like them at David Cage is like, okay, I need some kid picture. Them, oh, all of these kids are dead.
All the employees are like, what? You did what to my son?
And you're gonna use this real life human picture?
There was always a railroad
So
line
imagine
adjacent
like
to where
the
bodies
parents
were
telling the kids, hey, you're gonna be in a video
All the
game,
victims
and the kids are like,
disappeared in the
yay, and it's like, you're a victim.
Okay. Something was just revealed now that I have never really thought about. If all of the places were near a railway, why are people just searching for missing children near railways?
Well, that kind of comes up. There's a really good video series, by a guy named L. Hudson. He made like a long-form, like, essay video series on each character and then the finale of Heavy Rain. And just, I'm gonna kind of repeat a point from him, but yeah, it's like, there are, as it turns out, there are very limited spaces where he could do the kinds of killings he does. And also, it's revealed that Shelby, he does it through an alias, but he owns the buildings that he's drowning them in.
What?
That's all right.
Weird, right?
No.
Make it.
He owns the building! That makes no sense!
He does it through an
Okay, all
like,
these
even
kids
through
have
an
died
alias.
in these buildings! And he's the only fucking,
Big drug
you know, common line throughout all of them. That makes no sense. Why would anyone add this plot thread? That's stupid. Is that real?
It's a tiny little detail. Like, it's mentioned offhandedly, but it really should get more fucking, like, scrutiny. Because it's like, what? How? Because he owns them through Paco. He owns them through, like, another guy who sources the buildings for him. Because he has a web of contacts involved in his child murder scheme who don't really know what he's doing. Wow, they just clipped right through each other. It's weird. It's too big an operation to kill some kids, frankly.
Yeah.
And, you know, I get
How does he have this much money to own all these buildings anyway?
And he has
He's
great
just a cop.
engineering chops as well, besides that.
Please tell him what happened.
It was this
He
afternoon.
was just a cop,
I went
wasn't
to the
he?
park with
Just
my
like
friend Sean.
lieutenant.
We played together for a while, and then he wanted to go on the carousel, so I put him on one of the wooden horses.
Also,
and
yes,
when I turned back,
that is very true, Gugan. Why would anyone add that
Sean
plot thread that
disappeared.
stupid is a perfect summary of David
Exactly
Cage's
what
history
time did you
creating
arrive at the
narratives.
park? Try
I
to
guess
remember
it is a
exactly
common
as
problem
far
with
as every
Cage is
detail
that
can
he
be important.
must have been
does
about-
go a little bit. I'm trying to think of the right word. It's not too many cooks is exactly the right word.
5:30, I think. I'm not really sure.
He puts
What
too
was your
much
son
salt
wearing
in.
when
He
he
adds too much
disappeared?
salt.
He was wearing a coat.
He over-eggs the pudding, that's it. He just throws in too much, like, without really
What
thinking
color
about
was-
the pile up.
Was it actually green?
I don't
think it is.
remember.
And a pair of
I'm just
pants.
tossing it out there. Beige!
A pair of pants!
They were
I think they're
beige
brown.
pants. I have a very
Beige
boring
pants.
child. No flair.
How could Sean have disappeared without you even noticing?
If
Weren't
you have a
right
kid,
by
just
the
dress them in
carousel?
Hawaiian shirts so that, like, you know, they'll never get lost. Little walk.
I went for a short walk around the park, just for a few minutes. When I got back, the carousel had stopped, and
What? Wait.
Sean
I'm
wasn't
sorry, I
there.
wasn't thinking too much about what I did, but
You say
what
you took
sense,
your son
what
to
reason
the
would you
park.
even have as an option to lie
He didn't
there?
report him missing until 8:15.
Because he didn't. He
Why
just
did it
had a
take you so
blackout
long to
immediately. Why would
contact
that
the
even be an
police?
option to bullshit this?
There's like no option to tell the truth, even like you
I mean,
blacked out.
there were truthful options. I just lied for no good reason.
Snake, why are you such a lying piece of shit?
I don't know. I'm just a
That's all the questions
pathological
I have for
liar.
now. You're free to go, Mr. Mars.
Like,
we'll continue to look
I
for
didn't
Sean
walk
overnight.
around. I
We'll contact
fucking
you if we have any more
conked out
questions.
immediately.
Do you
It's
think
not even
the
a lie
origami
that really
killer-
services me unless I was already under scrutiny for being the origami killer.
Listen, your son's probably just run off, and
I guess he has reason to maybe believe he does what... No, I don't even know. It's just weird.
But what if it is the origami killer?
What if it is the origami killer?
About 4 days to find him alive.
Fucking harsh truths there, Blake.
Oh boy, one of my sons dead, and one of them's missing.
Did they find
Where is
something?
my weird low-res French son?
No, nothing yet, but they're gonna keep looking through the night.
I fucking hope so, to be honest with you.
Do they think it's the origami killer?
It's definitely the origami killer.
What game do you think
It's
we're
still
in,
too
dear?
early to say.
I remembered his wife's name, but I'm not gonna mention it.
Do you think Heavy Rain also originally had like a second title? You know, because like almost every other David Cage game has it.
Never have taken your
Heavy
eyes off
Rain.
What would have it been?
The torrents of the torrents of fatherhood. Or just Heavy Rain fatherhood.
I feel like it would have like it gets more specific, you know, because it's like Fahrenheit and then the Indigo Prophecy. So I feel like it, like honestly, like no jokes right now, it just would have been the Origami Killer. Heavy Rain, Origami Killer.
Well, here's the thing. Fahrenheit was actually just the English title, or like European title.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, like only in the re-release did it get combined into this weird like mix of Fahrenheit, the Indigo Prophecy. Like, it was originally
I don't
just
care about that. I don't really care about that so much. I only care about my thought experiment.
Okay, right. Heavy Rain, the Origami Killer, though, that's like probably what it would have been. It's just on the nose. Oh no, do you know what I feel? Do you know what I'm feeling?
What are you
Heavy
feeling,
Rain,
Snake?
The Origami Trials. It's like it's too much in just the right David Cage way.
Like, imagine like just reading that title off somewhere. What comes into your mind when it's like Heavy Rain, the Origami Trials? What is this game about?
It's like,
Snake, does this mean we're gonna be playing through the game throughout the entire time because we want the true criminal ending?
oh yeah, so if you want the perfect crime ending, and also Noonem's, you're crackling again, I'm sorry to say.
Wow.
If you want the perfect crime ending, I looked up a guide on this. I didn't like go deep into its veracity, but apparently, like, if you want the best ending, not best ending, the worst ending in the sense of what this game wants you to achieve, you have to play from this scene till the end of the game. And I'm sorry to disappoint those who might just yell in the chat. Well, you know, sit tight, because here we go. But no, we're not doing that. Maybe one day I'll revisit this game and I'll do a stream where I do that. I'll be very bored on that day. Don't know why I'm going here instead of getting the goddamn medicine. Goddamn medicine. Where is that shit? Let me get the... I will talk to the gent. Hello.
How do I sound?
You sound fine. Oh, that's foreshadowing. I was jumping the gun.
Oh my god, look at all this stuff in this convenience store. You know what?
Clean
David
your
Cage
shit up.
really came in with the foods in the sequel to Fahrenheit, didn't he?
Why is your voice gone so deep?
My son.
Oh,
is
Jesus
dead,
Christ.
Mr. Shelby. I have nothing more to say.
You may know something that could help save other people's lives.
I was unable to save the life of my own son. I do not see how I could save the lives of other people.
I'm not even gonna try. Bit tiring.
The killer has kidnapped another victim. A 10-year-old boy. Like your son, Risa.
This isn't very accurate.
Before we find his body on a deserted stretch of wasteland.
No one did anything to save my son.
I mean, honestly, Noonan proposed earlier on the idea of, like, having a scene where,
Please,
you know, where you know, a DLC scene where Ethan wakes up from the coma and we have, like, the early days of him being back awake.
This door, to the right.
Like, that would have probably been good ground to, like, maybe explore why Ethan's wife just comes off so poorly in this game, because what you get, she's just like, she just nags. And she has reason to nag with the situation, but it's, like, not helpful.
Snake, am I fixed?
No.
That's funny. I don't know how to fix it.
Are you?
So I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. Enjoy Snake's solo commentary.
The register. Don't fucking try anything. Open the register, you dumb fuck. Put the money on the counter.
He's gonna keep... Okay, so we can do stuff in this scene to actually help alleviate the situation. Guess what we ain't doing?
No, sir. You do not have the right to steal that money from me.
we can maybe help him lose a few 100 kilograms. But unfortunately, this game doesn't have a run button anymore, so...
Snake, am I still not fixed?
You're fine now, I believe.
Don't do anything.
No, I ain't helping. This is his problem. I am the origami killer. I let people deal with their own problems. This is his trial to overcome.
I love how we can, like, essentially destroy Shelby's fucking philosophy by being a complete fucking asshole. You know?
Oh yeah, also this robot does have a Desert Eagle because David Cage is like, give him the biggest gun. Oh, I don't know if he does kill him. No, he just KO'd him. Wow, oh, I should have fucked this scene up harder. I should have got involved.
What if we... Let's walk up to him. Like,
Yeah.
let's walk up to him and see if we can, like, get a reaction out of him. Like,
I think
what if
probably
he shoots
too late.
us?
Goddamn thing is locked.
Hello, sir.
Turn around.
Let him turn around. Let him turn around.
Hey, I'm trying to alert
Why isn't
you
he
here.
turning around?
Ah, there we go.
Come here. I said come here now. Don't move.
Man, Jesse Pinkman's got it really hard, huh?
Put
He's
your fucking
has
hands
to
up or
resort
I'll
to
shoot.
this. Put both of your hands up, Snake.
Are you deaf? I said put your hands up.
Alright, alright.
I'm warning you.
So
No,
sad
don't
at
put
being
them.
robbed.
Don't put them up. Put them back down. Put them back down,
Oh
Snake.
yeah, I took my hands off them. There we go.
Raise your fucking hands right now. You're dead. I'm not joking, man. I'll
Start putting them up and then put them back down again.
God, my arms are so heavy. Ow! My God!
Oh shit! What? He doesn't have the guts to finish it. What a pansy.
I saved the store.
That's amazing. What's that?
I'll call for an ambulance.
That's amazing. That's beautiful.
Bullet just grazed my shoulder. Goddamn punk kid. Doesn't even know how to use a gun.
Oh yeah, complain.
I don't know what...
I love that we can fuck up but still have his, like, good graces.
Well, okay, so a
When my
feature
boy
that was touted about this game before it came out was that it said a character can die and the story can continue onwards, but it really can't.
Inside the locker.
Yeah, it
Essentially,
can, but it doesn't do it. You know, it just doesn't do it. It only does it when it's convenient and it can do it.
it's
But
very
not,
late game.
like, whenever.
It's very late game that it starts letting people die. Essentially, like, I'm gonna say this, and it's not a good thing, but it's also sort of impressive, is it doubles down on it in Heavy Rain, but the game essentially plays tricks with you by, like, saying, like, putting you in risky situations, and then, like, pulling it back just before the character dies, so you can feel like your life was in danger, but it really never was.
Maybe it will help you find the other little boy.
Like, it soft fails everything you do, but it doesn't mean anything.
My favorite thing about Shelby going around correcting all this stuff is the fact that he's so dumb that it gave people clues how to find him, and now he's going around just getting the clues so he could get rid of them.
Also, it's a very good comment pointed out. It's like he just walked off a 50, like a fucking shot from a Desert Eagle, a big fucking handgun. This like
this just grazed his shoulders, man.
Yeah.